with I Want to Be Adored. Do They Might Be Giants want to be adored?
We want the Stone Roses to be adored. We're hoping you'll do the job for us.
But you guys, you're just prepared to be laughed at. Is that a more legitimate way of getting attention?
Hey.
I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean...
Yeah, we just, you know, we like to have a good time. We want everybody else to have a good time, but we're not on, like, a rock hero trip.
But
so we don't really need to be adored.
It's more of a rock gyro trip.
Example of this rock gyro trip in just minutes as you guys perform a song for us.
Somehow I think this is going to, like, follow us around for long. Gyro rock with They Might Be Giants.
Headlines. So we'll be back with They Might Be Giants doing a song, and we'll be talking about their new album, Flood. Stay with us. It's Dave Kendall. Oh, I'm serenaded. It's a 120-minute part of which we're spending with They Might Be Giants. And if there's one thing I hate, it's breaking tradition. So one of the great traditions, of course, of the They Might Be Giants interview is we talk about the dial-a-song service. It's an old chestnut. Calling this number all day, and I just cannot get through. I mean, I guess this means you're successful now or something, is that right?
Well, we went down to the crossroads and shook hands with the devil, Dave.
That's all it takes? Boy, that's the easy way out.
Yep.
Do you have a new song on that service every day? Is that really true?
Well, it's kind of a rotating bunch of songs, but actually now that our new record is out, we actually have to take all those songs off and put on new songs. So we've got to go back and write some more.
How many songs do you have in total? How many songs have you ever written?
1 million.
Someone's lying.
Uh-oh. I think it's somewhere between there, but we're not really sure.
Somewhere between 10 and a million?
Yeah.
And you have 19 on your new album, Flood, is that right?
That's true.
The magic is back. 19 on our first album, 18 on our second, 19 on our third. The magic is back.
What will the fourth have?
Staring into your crystal balls. Talking to crystal balls and Nancy Reagan as we won. What do you think of Nancy Reagan compared with Barbara Bush as a first lady?
Why are you asking us that, Dave?
It's just been bothering me recently. It's been on my mind. Well, I mean, I think Nancy Reagan was the quintessential 80s woman. I mean, she was helping influence public policy with the aid of astrology. Whereas Barbara Bush is kind of helping her husband go the old way, you know, like giving the people what they're told to want, you know, invasions of foreign countries and stuff like that.
Well, first ladies are like your children. You have to love them all.
The same.
Truer words were never spoken.
I don't know. I think Nancy Reagan, you kind of love to hate Nancy Reagan and you hate to love Barbara Bush.
I think Nancy is partially responsible for these little astrological cards you see in your local deli or in your supermarket checkout. Do you want to know what my ambition really is?
Sure, Dave.
Do you want to know? It is to have my record reviews, okay, in the supermarket checkouts, so that and blend it in with astrology. So for instance, one might read, today the bittersweet humor and cross-cultural references on They Might Be Giants' first major label album, Flood, will stimulate your carefree, analytical Gemini spirit. Don't kiss any ugly people. Something like that.
Or maybe it would be like Janet Jackson, bad month to come out with a record, kind of thing.
It could be short and sweet, too. If you had to write something about Flood, what would it be?
An astrology about Flood?
Yeah.
I think I'll have to let John field that one. John?
No, I think buy this record would be the slogan.
Now, we're going to hear a song from Flood a little later on, I hope.
That's right.
But right now, you're going to do something off your last LP, Lincoln. Is that right? Which is this?
It's a nostalgic look back at a song from 2 years ago called Where Your Eyes Don't Go.
Take it away.
Where your eyes don't go, a filthy scarecrow waves his broomstick arms and does a parody of you. When you turn around to look, it's gone behind you. On its face, it's wearing your confused expression. Where your eyes don't go, where your eyes don't go, part of you is hovering. It's a nightmare that you'll never be discovering. You're free to come and go, or talk like her to explode, but there's a pair of eyes in back of your head. Every jumbled pile a person has a thinking part that wonders what the part that isn't thinking of. Should you worry when the skull head is in front of you, or is it worse because it's always waiting? Where your eyes don't go, where your eyes don't go, part of you is hovering. It's a nightmare that you'll never be discovering. You're free to come and go, or talk like her shortest flow, but there's a pair of eyes in back of your head. Where eyes don't go, filthy scarecrow waves, broomstick arms, and does a parody of the unconscious thing you do. When you turn around to look, it's gone behind you. On its face, it's wearing your confused expression. Where eyes don't go.
Ah, nostalgia ain't what it used to be. Very
It's
moving.
Dave Kendall.
Again, thank you very much. You're going to play something off Flood a little later on, I hope. And right now, let's check out your very first video. This is They Might Be Giants with Put Your Hand Inside the Puppet Head. They Might Be Giants, and this is definitely the second 60 of 100. The second 60 of 120 minutes. They Might Be Giants are here. They'll be talking and performing. They're multi-talented guys. And we'll be checking out videos from now. I always run out of fingers when I
The Creatures.
help me out. The Creatures.
The Creatures.
The Creatures.
Creatures. Opal. The Lilac Time. Passion Fodder. The Jesus and Mary Chain.
The Blue Nile.
The Walkers.
And the Psychedelic Furs.
Thank you very much. Right here, the brand new video from 11th Dream Day. Say, have you caught the industry buzz on these guys?
No, but how about those creatures, Dave?
How about them Creatures? It's an industry roar on 11th Dream Day, let me tell you. Here's their debut video. It's called Testify. I'm Dave Kendall.
I'm John Kendall.
And I'm MC Search.
They're lying, and they might be giants. You're watching 120 Minutes on MTV, and I'm just here to say, take it away.
1, 2.
Particle man, doing the things a particle can. What's he like? It's not important. Particle man, is he a dot or is he a speck? When he's underwater, does he get wet? Or does the water get him instead? Nobody knows. Particle man. Triangle man, triangle man, triangle man hates particle man. They have a fight, triangle wins, triangle man. Universe man, size of the entire universe man, usually kind of smaller man. Universe man, he's got a watch with a minute hand, millennium hand, and an eon hand. And when they meet, it's a happy land. Powerful man, universe man. Person man, hit on the head with a frying pan, lives his life in a garbage can. Person man, is he a mess or is he depressed? Does he feel totally worthless? Who came up with person man? Degraded man, person man. Triangle man, triangle man, triangle man hates person man. They have a fight, triangle wins, triangle man.
Thank you very much. It's Dave Kendall. Ooh, I love those serenades. So, Particle Man off your new album, Flood. Now, this is kind of a serious album, isn't it? I mean, you got some serious guest musicians on it. Arto Lindsay, you got him on it?
Mm-hmm. He's serious.
Now, he's played with Golden Palominos before, right?
Indeed.
Ambitious Lovers.
Who else have you got on the record?
We've got a guy named Charlie Spalveda, who's Tito Puente's trumpeter. We've got a guy named Mark Feldman, who's a violinist who plays in a band called Arcado.
Now, is he the one that played with Jimmy Swaggart and Jerry Lee Lewis? Is that the guy?
Yes, he's one and the same. And he's played with a lot of other country people. But I think when you're a professional violinist, you're forced to play with all country western musicians. You have to be very Catholic in your taste.
Now, your first video of Flood is Birdhouse in Your Soul.
Mm-hmm.
And this strikes me as really kind of a cutesy little love song. Like the kind of song which...
Cutesy, Dave?
Cutesy. I think a band that's trying to sell out, that's trying to make their mark in a Billboard Top 40 is going to do.
Hey,
How do you
I
feel
thought our
about that?
people told your people that the selling out stuff couldn't come up on the show.
I'm a rebel, okay? I mean, I don't take orders.
Okay. No, well, we just did a nice song.
Yeah, that's okay. You haven't offended us deeply with that remark.
Good. Birdhouse in Your Soul. Tell us a little bit about your interpretation of it. It's obviously not a cutesy love song.
Well, it's a song about a nightlight, Dave. It might be a cute nightlight in some people's eyes. I don't know. That's pretty much the whole story of the song, though. It's about a nightlight.
Sounds like a good time to take a look at it.
I think so.
John Linnell, John Flansburgh, thanks very much for coming by. This is They Might Be Giants with Birdhouse in Your Soul.